Hello everybody. So I did actually record an intro to this video, but unfortunately I deleted it. So here's the intro a few days late. This week the plan was to go either 60 or 70k, and based on recent training I did a great 5 weeks of consistent 50k mileage. Took it down last week just below 40, and yeah, I was either going to go 10k a day for 70k or a 60k total distance made up of 3 to 4 midweek long runs workouts, and then one long run with the remainder at the weekend. So in just a moment you're going to watch a Guildford Trail Runners session which happened on Tuesday night, and then I'll catch up with you in a few back on the long run today, and I'll share with you the distance I'm doing and what's going on. So see you in a moment. Hello. Okay, run number 3 of the week, 3 in 3 days, the third 10k of the week as well. So the reason why I'm doing that is, of course, it sets me up nicely for the weekend. Puts a bit less pressure on me to get so much done for a long run, because sometimes you're just not feeling as up to it as you want to. So if I've got a little bit of flexibility, I'm walking into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with 30ish k to do. Remember, I'm aiming for 60k, so last night was a great run in terms of location and views, 360 elevation meters, but I just felt terrible. Had one of those runs where as soon as I started I just knew legs were heavy, breathing a bit all over the place. I just felt knackered, really tired, and it's quite rare that I do feel like that, but it just wasn't very nice to experience it for 10k. Just feeling really out of sorts. So a lovely route, but I wasn't the sharpest last night, that's for sure. I can definitely feel a massive improvement in my fitness. Obviously I spoke of a quite negative run last night, but generally speaking I'm feeling in a so much better place than I was just a few months ago, and that's down to consistency. I'm running at least 4 times a week. Sometimes it's 5, but typically it's 4. 3 in the week, 1 at the weekend, and when I do 5, that's more of a little catch-up run, normally across the weekend as well. But I'm just feeling so much better, and I'm trying to make sure that I just keep myself in the game with that mindset of be consistent, keep going, and you'll get the results. Alright, back on the long run, and yeah, today I'm going to be going into the distance actually. That far kind of peak hill, if you like, is where I'm heading and beyond. So with 3 10k runs back to back, that leaves me with 32 today, which will be my longest long run for ages, months and months and months. So very much looking forward to it. There is some climbing to do, there is some downhill, obviously some uphill. It's an out and back route, so everything I do now I will be doing the reverse of on the way home later on. Just gives me a good opportunity to just test the legs a bit more. I could have gone flat today, flat out and back, but what fun is that? And also today's not about speed, it's about building the endurance, so I'm not worried about the pace. I'm just more concerned with the terrain and testing myself, pushing myself, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll catch up with you when there's slightly more to look at, although that is a wonderful view, and yeah, I'll share with you how things are going. Right, about to hit 10k, 200 meters of ascent with an average pace of 5:45, which actually is too fast, as it turns out. That should really have been sitting around 6 minutes per kilometre, but it's the nature of up and downhill. You do increase the pace, sometimes without realising. So in my mind I'm thinking, okay, 5k left, then turnaround point, but realistically it's 20k until home. So I could try and be creative with the route, but there's nothing more annoying than deciding on a different route home, falling short, and then like faffing about at the end, trying to find an extra kilometre or two. That's just annoying. So keeping it quite simple today, literally turning around and covering the same tracks all the way back. Okay, so 2 weeks ago I was watching Callum, our guy from GTR, just cruise up here like it was nothing. One day, or maybe never, that'll be me. So yeah, North Downs Way sign. We're here at probably the highest peak of the day. I'm just gonna go through now and fill up a water bottle because I'm parched. And yeah, what am I? 13.3 in. So I'll go down the other side, pick up the Downs link just for a kilometre, then run back up, which would be actually the final climb of the ultra anyway. Running down the sand presents one problem with the handheld, that if you drop it, it gets covered. Now thankfully you just saw that water stop. I'll be using that again on the climb over to wash the bottle off, because that is just irritating. I do actually have a spare bottle I keep in my belt, which is empty, but oh, so annoying. It was drop the bottle on camera, and weirdly I picked the thing that actually would help me to survive in a situation, instead of the thing that is just simply filming me. So stupid move, but there we go. We'll clean that off and commence afterwards. So what goes down must come up. I believe this is the final section of the Downslink Ultra, so in which case you can probably see quite a lot of exposed brick and stone. Typically when we have a lot of rain, it washes all this mud away, leaving this exposed rock, which actually can be really slippery if it's a wet day. So in some respects it's good we're going up rather than down, but it's not going to be a welcome challenge at 35 miles. No way. Got to factor that in if I'm thinking about trying to get a time, especially towards the end, because this could take 10-15 minutes to go a kilometre. I don't know, depends how my legs are feeling, but on a good day I can't run it, so it's going to be a trudge, that's for sure. Alright, water bottle washed and sorted. One wet foot just because I had my shoe a bit too close to the tap, but it's heading home time now, so I can enjoy a little downhill section now before the climb towards the end. I'm at nearly 500 meters I think of climb today, so that's a healthy number, and we're running well. The average pace has dropped, which is fantastic, because that gives me a little indication that actually I'm being a bit more sensible, because I think I was a bit hot at the gates, and you don't want to be doing that on long run. They're supposed to be easy, and I definitely find that at the moment I'm not getting that balance of 80-20. I'm more probably 60-40, which is not really where I want to be at this stage of training block, because I want to be healthy, fit, and reduce injuries. So I think I'll catch up with you towards the end of the run now and just give you a flavour of how it's been going, but until then, enjoy this next 3 seconds. Just come to the end of the run, put the stats on the screen, but yeah, that concludes the week. So I'm really thrilled with today's run. It's been a while since I felt that kind of fatigue in the legs after a long run, so it's a pleasant, unpleasant experience. Nice to know that I've still got some distance in the legs, or at least I've built it back up to get some distance in the legs. And of course on the day I'll be running probably, you know, what would that be, double today's run and a bit more. So yeah, really pleased, and I'll catch you next week and we'll talk a little bit about what the plan is. Cheers.